You know what? There's somebody who's very, very big on road safety, and he's a biker, and he's called Biker Nairobi. If you go to TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you'll find him. Biker Nairobi at Brian.clkd on TikTok, BrianCLKD on Instagram, Biker Nairobi on YouTube. And people have been saying, you know what? This guy is doing a lot. He posts content, he rides his bike, he has a camera on it, and then he's filming and he posts content. He does a lot of road safety. That's why he's here. This person is always donned in his helmet. But as he's riding his bike, somehow, by the magic that he's going to explain to us, people know him. You don't believe me? Take a look at this video.
Big Oyaaa! Rada! Oyaaa! Kabisa.
Wale leo hata nijione pale.
Hapa ujione, wambie Oyaaa! 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 Kabisa bro. Oyaaa! Mambo.
Nakuonanga.
How do people know him? How?
I love the joy.
How?
I love the
As
joy.
you know, just, hey, Brayoooo, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I hug you?
Imagine, yeah. Dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Brayoooo.
Oyaaa!
Hey. Brayoooo sasa.
Poa sana.
Poa.
Niko fiti.
Si uniwachie helmet.
The helmet is dope, eh?
It's like that's not what we're doing here.
That helmet is dope.
It's so fire.
Thanks. Yeah.
Iko na hadi nini? Always nyeshewa yani.
Inazuia jua pia.
Aha. Ona sasa nimeenda mvua ndo nimepata about this.
But that's probably why people recognize him.
Yeah, it's because of the helmet.
It's because of the helmet, the colors.
It's colorful, eh? Plus the jackets that you wear also. Bright and colorful. Utoka tu hivi najua huyu ni Brayoooo. Hata our director Jackson amesema mazina tambua huyu msee pia. Sana. Our director anakutambua sana. Eh?
Na kuna mdemo anaitwa Waberi kwa hapo Nation FM. Sahi, let me tell you. She's a biker gang. Anajua mtapatana kwa barabara siku moja kuteane. Can't wait. Yeah.
Welcome, Brayoooo.
Asante sana.
Good to have you here. You're going to tell us what you do and why you do what you do, which is just promoting road safety, talking to fellow motorists, bikers, road users and all. Why you started doing this. It's your story today. But before we do that, Janu is going to give you the day's quote. Listen to the quote and let's see what you think of it.
Yes, today's quote is Nelson Mandela because it's his birthday. Huh? Oh, Nelson Mandela. I'm so sorry. Latif is like, you have one job.
Yeah, man.
One job. Nelson Mandela. And he once said in 1994, I'm not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps trying. I'm not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps trying.
Okay. That's a beautiful quote.
Yeah.
Iko fiti. So vile mimi naiona ni anasema he's not perfect, but he keeps on, he tries to be, which is how life is. Yeah.
That's very true.
That's true. Yeah, that's what he was trying to
Just
say.
keep trying.
Yeah.
No kugeria.
Yeah.
Love that saying.
Yeah.
No kugeria.
Yeah. Just
every day.
Kujaribu tu. Hey Brian, unasafisha jina ya Brayoooo in Nairobi.
Najaribu.
The reputation has not been good, but we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. When did you first get on a bike? And I don't mean Anduthi, I mean wewe mwenyewe. And when did you decide now to transition, not from I could be commuting and minding my business, but sasa I'm making videos, I'm making content, I'm dubbing people, I'm making sure people have a good day, and I'm also doing road safety. Tuanze na first time on a bike.
First time on a bike ilikuwa 2020. About ilikuwa Feb. Is purely too for convenience. Point A to point B. Because a bike is faster, isn't it?
Right.
So that was my first time on a bike. And then because I work on a 9 to 5, naingiaga job, hata saizi nikienda nitaenda tu job. And then jioni pia narudi. And there's a lot of traffic now, so bike is the fastest way to move through Nairobi. Dangerous, but it's easier. So mtu wa bike akisema I will be there at 8:30, for sure atakuwa hapo 8:30. Not 1 hour late, not 1 minute late, atakuwa hapo, no matter the traffic.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Alafu, when did you start now doing the videos, recording yourself going on your daily commute? When did people start recognizing you? When did the helmet come about? Ili happened one step at a time ama tu siku moja?
Yeah, it was totally by accident, one step at a time, kwa sababu camera ilikuwa for convenience as such, because lazima kuwe on as a biker.
Yes.
Ile design yenye if you get into an accident you have evidence. Yeah, so it's a 360 camera, so if you're hit kutoka nyuma mbele, it sees everything. So I started recording for 1 year before I started posting. 2021 only actually I started posting. Yeah. Yes, that's how I started posting.
And that's how you built.
That's,
What is the wildest thing that you've seen on Nairobi roads that makes you just say, eh, we're in a bad place? Some of the wildest things, and that make you realize, kuna shida, like we have issues. But what is the wildest thing that you've seen?
well, unprovoked road rage. Yeah, it's wild. Watu wako na makasiriko huku nje. So and it happens every day, more often than you can imagine. So that's what I try to control. Kuna road rage, because if you see two people fighting over something that is easily avoidable, it just looks weird. Yeah. So that's the wildest thing that I see every day.
Yeah. And is there a road safety tip that you just wish everybody could follow, that you think would probably get us to a better place in terms of our road safety?
Yeah, just use your side mirrors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that simple.
It's that simple.
But people don't.
Like, it's not, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Side mirror
to
that.
To me, indicator.
Just use your side mirror and use the left one just as much as you use the right one. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just a quick glance, even. Prevent a lot of things.
Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. Factor that in.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, the fact that road safety is something that we've had campaigns on through time. I want to do you have any memories of road safety campaigns targeted at motorcyclists specifically and pillion passengers? Inakuanga tu road safety, drive safe, cross the road at a pedestrian crossing. Because I do feel like bikers are left out of road safety campaigns.
Yeah. Actually, that's true. Bikers are actually left out. That's why themselves they campaign for road safety. That's why I come in. So we have biker groups, a biker community, where we go to, like, private bikers go to commercial bikers, tunawasaidia na helmets, and then tunajaribu a bit of training hapa hivi, because we are all bikers, but our situation is different. Me, I'm purely a commuter. I don't do like border. So my trips are not as frequent.
Right.
So my chances of being in a road accidents are reduced. Yeah, because kama ni mtu wa boda lazima atoke like I don't know how many times akibeba mtu akimrudisha. So they tend to forget kuvaa helmet. Na hiyo harakati ya kutafuta do, they tend to forget about safety. They just say, sinafika tu pale narudi. So we try to implement that. Hata ukifika pale, you can get into an accident. So you'll see me on the road always nikiambia mtu ameka helmet hapa hivi kwa tank, please ivae. And then they take it positively, because genuinely bikers are together, all of them, because they share the same problems on the road.
The reputation of boda guys. Yeah. You're not a boda guy, but you have friends with boda guys.
Yeah.
The reputation is not so good, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Why?
It's not. Just as I say, wako harakati ya kutafuta. So they ride just as fast. They don't observe traffic rules as much, but that's due to the nature of their work. So where I come in, just to try to change that narrative, Because, for example, for me, the people in my route from Langata to Westlands, right now, wakiniona bila helmet before nigote, there's Brayoooo nishajua anavaa helmet. Ama if I stop at traffic na kwenye mangu yeye anakuja na stop at traffic. It's weird kuona boda stop at traffic. Yeah, anakuja na stop to have a conversation. When the light turns green, tunaenda. So slowly by slowly, if I change the people from my route, I'm sure it will
spread.
Yeah, it will spread.
We are playing some clips as we talk, and I think Jackson will maybe rewind from this one. Recently, you posted a clip where you had stopped at here.
Yeah.
And this boda guy just goes and he gets knocked over. What was happening here?
So, as I said, he wasn't observing. I think he was more focused on the traffic officer. And then the road was not clear for him to pass. The road was not clear for him to pass. So, ikafika point, akagongwa. He wasn't looking at the traffic, akagongwa. So this, ako amevaa helmet, if you see the clip. Yeah, so helmet, na kitu ya kwanza kuland chini ilikuwa kichwa. You see? And then, fortunately, he was good. But ingeenda south really fast if he didn't have a helmet.
The next one after this, we see you riding behind another boda who is carrying some huge luggage. Gunia kubwa. Let's listen into this one, Jackson.
Makao unatoa wapi? Hapo Kibira. Unatoa Kibira? Unauza ngapi? 33. Ni mzima? Okay, ni sawa. Hata kenye nimefanya nikusimamisha ni, unajua nimekufuata kutoka nyuma. Manze, nataka uvae helmet. Sawa. Nimeona matatu karibu ikuguze, imeguza tu hapa. Pale nyuma. Nikasema huyu akianguka na ana helmet. Unaona penye umeweka kwa side mirror? Tafadhali vaa tu hiyo helmet. Alafu nayo ufikishe makaa vizuri. Na ufunge. Umekuwa ukiendesha pikipiki miaka ngapi?
Sasa hivi ni miaka 10.
Miaka 10?
Nilianza
2013. Ajali ushaifanya kubwa?
Kuna gari niliponganga hapo Mombasa road.
Lakini ulikuwa
umeanga pikipiki yangu ikaisha yote.
Kitu nimepost leo, mtu amegongwa na gari, alafu akaruka. Yes, mimi niligonga chini ya kwanza. So you need to strap in always. Same thing. If you're going to use a bike, always wear a helmet and a reflector. Tafadhali. Sawa.
You're talking to the bikers.
Yeah.
Right? And this one, he tells you he's been riding for 10 years. I mean, like on a 10 years experience. What is helmet? Tuacheka tu hapa kwa side mirror. Right? The good thing is that when you told him, vaa helmet, he didn't even argue with you. He was like, enyewe, he wears the helmet. Are there those who tell you, shida kwa nini?
Ni wengi sana.
Yeah.
Wanakwambiaje?
Wanaambia maisha ni yangu. Which is true, it's their life. But I care about their life. Kama biker, I've seen so many accidents. And I won't wish it on anyone. Most of them ziko avoidable totally. Kama ya helmet. Kianguka, first thing land hata kama utanini, you'll get a lot of scratches. Helmet zinapunguza vitu kaa hizo. And then it's a whole issue hapo hivyo kwa at the scene. So you have to take care of it. Because I can't leave a biker behind. Lazima kama niko hapo around, lazima ni call emergency. Ni make sure amefika bike yake, ni make sure iko safe because hawezi jua. So things that are avoidable, kama hiyo kuvaa helmet, I try as much ku enforce. Ndo aendelee kufanya shughuli yenye anafanya.
As they wear a helmet. You're obviously you're a storyteller. TikTok, I think in many ways what you're doing, it's helping shift the narrative of borders and everything. What more do you think could be done to shift this culture of careless riding, people not wearing helmets, because you're doing your part, you're educating. Some people might see it as just entertainment, but when you look at it closely, you're like, Brayoooo is actually educating people. But then what more do you think needs to happen? How much more could people work with people like you to create a culture of road safety in Kenya?
Like right now, I was thinking if driving schools could just do like a discount on driving for motorists, because I wouldn't say like most of them or most riders ni ule wenye amejifunza bike, ameanza tu amejifunza ameanza, so ana that proper experience. So if I could get discounted, and they don't have the funding as well, so if I could get like a discounted rate on like driving lessons, that would eventually give drivers licenses. That would be great. I would actually go on every stage kama mtu ana license, because they're very open. No, kuna mimi sina. So naenda hapo hivyo namwambia kama una license kuna driving school, kuja tuende license actually takes only 2 weeks, and then funzo a proper course. We have trainers of bikes, ile defensive driving, actually it's very interesting. And then so that anajua there's just more than hiyo pesa anatafuta harakati, this is safety as well, no neglect after your pesa.
Of course, it's how much ukuanga pesa ngapi to do a course to get a license?
To get a license in about 5K. So if get 2.5, hiyo ni kitu anaweza pata within a week. Alafu aanze kujifunza driving school.
Right.
That's good.
I'm thinking through. There's like these two worlds that coexist when it comes to bikes, right?
Yeah.
There's boda riders who are there to make a living, and you're right, a lot of them are not licensed, but they'll buy the bike either on loan, they'll put their savings together, they'll get the bike, they're trying to make a living, they get on the road, they may not adhere to safety. Then there's like bikers, a lot of them who are like you, they'll have their helmet, their gear, they'll adhere to safety, they'll operate in clubs where, that's the kind of, you go for fun, but you also learn from each other and adhere to safety. I'm wondering how to transfer your culture from one side to the other, especially the culture of safety. And you've talked about cost, Nelewa. Yes, so I do agree, maybe if we were able to lower the cost of getting the license a little bit would be helpful. But yeah, how do we get that culture such that Boda guys within themselves also have that culture of safety, same way bikers do? Kuna kuanga biker club kila siku.
So me, when I come in, I interact with both parties. So I try to be like a bridge hapo katikati. Na nasalimia both bikers. I have my biker clubs na pia kwa ground niko na wase wa boda. We all bikers, but unfortunately kuna hiyo divide ya commercial bikers na private bikers. So me, just as I said, that wakiona tu vile una behave, I'm not saying like I'm also perfect. Like if you stop at a traffic light, anaona uni Brayoooo amesimama, akinisalimia I stop, anaona okay, it only takes a few seconds literally for the light to turn green, alafu aende. And then maybe kesho atajaribu on his own. Alafu the other day maybe atarafunza rafiki yake. Alafu pia kinaambia ni aje when you're having conversation just lightly namwambia si ati vaa helmet bro basi uvaa hiyo helmet hapo tangu. And then probably atavaa. This is the way I approach them.
I like that. It is the way you approach them, because I was thinking Eric said when you were speaking to that rider, and it's one example of many, he was just like enyewe wacha ni vibe, but it's because you'll come like hey buda ni aje unajua hata nimekusimamisha kwa nini, as opposed to a more aggressive
when in ban.
So when I think about how we enforce laws as well. Is there room for us to change how we enforce laws around cycling, to have it be more of this kind of campaign that's around road safety and not so much Bono Java seatbelt, Bono Java helmet, Bono
Yeah, because generally those guys are nice. Boda guys, they are the first responders to accident. So they listen. Lakini ukiwa kujia na ubaya, you have seen the others. So the way you approach Evo, I think it should be that way. I get more success than you small talk at first.
Yes.
And then namwambia makosa. Hakuna mtu anapenda kuambiwa makosa.
True. Human nature.
Yeah, human nature.
Unakuwa defensive.
You get defensive.
Defensive. Kwani ni maisha yako. So it's a small talk and then just the way you approach the issue.
Yeah, we're going into a break. I've questions around how much is the gear, even if it's affordable to most people. I'm curious, do people not have helmets because, I mean, most of them have them, some don't. What should standard gear look like? I know a lot of people here are also, kuna watu wengi wanasema toa helmet, but I think it's his brand, guys. He's made it clear. And just to find out more about what keeps you grounded. Yeah, so you can talk to us and tell us what you'd like to ask Brayoooo. We're coming back in a few minutes, coming to 7:30 on Fixing the Nation. Send us your comments, your questions, call us as well. We'll continue the conversation with him in just a bit. Charles Juma, Oyaaa, I like the way you first break the ice before getting into real conversations. It works best with border guys who are always aggressive when approached differently. Keep it up. Shout out to Mingi sana leo. Then we also have people contributing. Kimure Kwech was saying, I was once in the border business at KPN Eldoret. From my experience, the number one danger to riders is also matatus. Brayoooo will tell us that in a bit. Captain Kerom, government should regulate financial institutions in a way they don't lease a bike to a non-licensed rider. Secondly, government should take measures to ensure compliance. Wengine wanasema tu big up Brayoooo, that's Boris Mkenya. Francis Yobra, big up. David Mangera, kudos. Fame is in the anonymity. Big up to Brayoooo. A lot of people saying shout out to Brayoooo for the work you do.
John, our director, says, I'm a really big fan of this guy. I don't know why. I mean, I just know I'm a fan. I don't know why. For context, his breakthrough video was when he found someone randomly walking from Rongai to Uhuru Gardens, gave that person a lift, and added him 1,000 shillings. You'll tell us that story, right? Let me read just a couple more comments on Facebook. Kim Kardashian sema Brayoooo to a helmet tukucheki. Yeah. Pamoja Brayoooo, watching live from Doha, Qatar, is Babas Ratemo. Salimia Brayoooo, Edwin Santos anasema hivyo. Watu wengi wamekugotea Brayoooo. Wengi sana. Mwambie Oyaaa.
Alafu Esther Kazungu on X amesema, just signing the register to let Brayoooo know nilirauka as I promised. Love the road safety advocacy. I hadn't yet gotten to that side of his content, but sasa umefika. She says I'm a signed register. And Esther is a biker as well. Yes, she is. Very dope.
Esther also has a free invite to come to Fixing the Nation.
Yes.
Tutakutafuta Esther. She's also a fixer.
African Revolutionist says he's doing this country a service that politicians don't. He's an example of the extreme journalist who dies for the truth, not the puppet master's lie.
That is true. And that's powerful. And we'll get into what you mentioned, some of the videos. I'm just curious, Brayoooo, if there's any DM or comments that you've ever gotten that that somebody said they changed their life because of what you've done. One of the most meaningful DMs or comments that you remember ever getting from a fan.
Yeah, there are actually a few, but saizi yenye naeza kumbuka ni like this previous video of this accident. That's the most recent. Mtu akanitumia tu video akienda kwa shop, akinunua helmet, alafu akaniambia, this is just because of you. Yeah. So that one was at least gospel imefika pale. So that was meaningful to me. At least I'm doing something, because ataka ni mtu mmoja tu anaweza fanya hivyo. Then it's good. Yeah.
Tell us the story of this person that you found walking from Rongai to Uhuru Gardens and you carried them. John says that's among the first videos of yours that you've seen.
Actually, it was Rongai, if you have been to Rongai, is just one way down. Yeah, so everybody's going the same direction. So I actually noticed that nakuna vumbi. So I noticed he had walked some distance from Rongai until Kwea, Catholic University. So he had gathered a lot of dust. So I noticed in his legs. So nikamsimamisha nikamwambia ni aje bro uko fiti, akaniambia niko poa. So I knew alikuwa tu sawa, like one of those guys anatembea tu randomly. Kama unaenda wapi, anaambia mimi naenda bypass. It was actually hapo Uru Garden bypass. Nikamwambia unatembea? Natembea. He was very okay about it. Kutoka Rongadi bypass, nikamwambia panda tuende. So nikambeba. We had a conversation during the ride, and then drop. Nikamuuliza tu just a question, nikamwambia unatembea kama sina fare sana nitafanya. Fortunately I think tulikuwa tumelipwa. So nikampatia thao. At least it make it easier for him during the week. Probably when he gets money so he gets fare. It was very appreciated.
Alikuwa anaenda mjei ama
alikuwa mechanic.
Alikuwa mechanic, you're right. There's something about those acts of kindness that just really warm the heart, and I see a lot of them going on, especially on social media. Na kuona wewe, and there's a lot of other creators who penye wako tu, they'll tell you, hey, come, I have 50k to spend on you, let's do this, let's spend the day together. Na isi ati ya kujenga biashara, ya kuji nice too, you know. And it's really heartwarming, but I feel like it's much needed. Those acts of kindness are very important, say, in the times we are in. Do you feel the same? Do you feel like when you extend unajua watu siku hizi wamefika mwisho. So when you extend that act of kindness, do you feel that it's more important now than it was, for example, in 2020?
Yeah, I feel that it is, kwa sababu Kenya right now kuna makasiriko mingi. So a lot of posts online unaona is about that side. So ukikuja on this other side of the logarithm unaona at least there's some humanity. And then kuna watu, we still have Kenyans, just like before, tunasaidiananga. So I feel that, because even the people that interact with me, they give back to me.
They do
a lot. So
you gain from them.
Yeah. So this is the least I can do, just to give back.
Walk us through this video that we're playing now, and maybe Jackson, you can start it from the beginning, where we see you just engaging and interacting with people. You find somebody, like just like you've told us, you think that this person may need a bit of a push, a bit of a help, a bit of a conversation, and you stop and you do it. In this particular one, you found a biker whose bike had stalled. Walk us through it. What was happening here?
Actually, this is more common than you would imagine. Alikuwa ameishiwa mafuta. So, alafu the next petrol station from here, the ini Magadi Road, was in about a kilometer from there.
Galleria, probably.
Yeah. So nilikuwa na imagine mtu atasukuma hadi huko. No, he can't. So I siphoned fuel from my bike. Alafu nikamwekea at least afike to the petrol station. And then hakuitaka for free. He actually offered to pay. So ukisikiza vizuri anasema nitakujenga ngapi. Sasa hapana, utaniambia tu asanti. Alafu the reaction that it was more than what he could have given.
It was more than enough. There's the one of a small boy hanging on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
And this one, let's listen into this one, Jackson.
Wacha nikubebe, shuka, ngoja kwanza. Niaje bro, hebu kanyagia, nibebe mtoi fulani amedandia hapa nyuma. Kanyagia. Come to me. Niaje bro. Uko poa? Uko sawa? Umetoka Kenya? Ni Brayoooo. Go best. Asante sana.
Natokana nimerudisha.
Eh.
Sasa nataka kuangalia kama itasonga.
Oh.
Nilikuwa naenda pateni.
Oh. Tools muhimu bana. Eh, ushamaliza lakini. Sawa, nice.
Yeah. How did the one with the small boy and Brayoooo? What happened?
So I saw him kama amedandia lori hapo nyuma, which clearly is not safe. Actually, hata hiyo video it was taken down on TikTok because of that. It thinks maybe I'm promoting that. But niliona amedandia lori nikasema, wow, one bump. And it could go wrong kabisa. So I thought maybe it was safer nisimamishe the truck because he was just, as I said, Rongai is one direction. He was headed my direction, so it literally costs nothing. So nikamwambia pande, nikamfikisha safe kwa stage yenye alikuwa anafika. Mimi nikaendelea nikamuuliza kwanza anataka nini, naweza msaidia aje. I don't think that clip iko hapo hivyo. Akasema tu asanti. He didn't want anything else other than that. Yeah, tu asanti, mimi nimefika. Sijaibebwa na bike. He was actually excited.
Oh my God.
Sijaibebwa na bike. Sijaibebwa na kama hii.
Yamezoea ndugu.
So nikamfikisha hapo na nikaenda home.
There's something about, so specifically your Magadi Road ni Nganya versus Boda versus Watu versus, you know, it's so chaotic.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of, first of all, the overlapping that happens there during traffic time is crazy as you're heading from now Bomas to Rongai, which is a big safety concern. When you look at the roads, because you can see everybody. The private motorists, the Mathris, the Boda riders, the bikers, the cyclists, the pedestrians. What are the most flouted traffic rules? That you're just like, guys, if we could just follow these two rules, we'd be okay.
Yeah. Rush hour is crazy. It's crazy in Magadi Road. But there's some order in that chaos. But the most traffic rules that is overlooked is overlapping. Yeah. That's overlapping too. So you would be riding and then you just see a car flashing lights, toka kwanzia. Actually, as a new rider, that is very scary.
It is.
Yeah,
as a new driver on Magadi Road as well. You're on your side, but suddenly there's someone on your side.
Yeah, on your side. So
heading the opposite.
So you need to slow down. There's a car behind. Yeah. So that's the most overlooked, and that's what caused the most accidents on Magadi Road.
Right.
Yeah.
When you think of now for cyclists and cyclists for bikers especially and boda riders, what are the biggest rules that they flout that could make things a lot simpler aside from the helmet? Because helmet umetuambia for sure. Na kweka na kuangalia junction na indicators.
Okay, so from the riders themselves is also riding in the wrong direction. Yeah, because it's just easier to turn the next turn. A bike is very easier to turn. It's easy to turn with a bike. So those, and then not looking at the mirrors, as I said before, and then just riding on the wrong direction.
Those are the ones. Quick questions before I forget. What work do you do? You don't have to say where, but what line of work are you in? Because you said after this unaenda job. What industry?
I'm in real estate.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you still get time to...
Yeah.
Do you do this every day?
I do this every day.
Okay.
Sometimes
your commute.
My commute.
Oh yeah, your commute.
Yeah.
What keeps you grounded, Brayoooo? Beyond the helmet.
Beyond the helmet.
And the passion. Kuna kitu inaku ground because you seem grounded. It can't also be easy. I'm sure you see a lot of things out there. We've seen some of it where people get hurt. But what is it that keeps you grounded mentally, emotionally?
It's the way I was raised. My mom is a pastor. Yeah, she's actually watching this interview right now. So she gives me a lot of motivation. She's actually the one who motivated me to start to riding bikes. Yeah, because I was coming home very late. Yeah? And leaving, because if you're to be in Westlands, you need to leave Rongai by 5. So I was missing a lot of my life, in my life
in traffic.
In traffic.
Mini de Maronga, I feel you from the depths of my
bottom.
soul. Hey.
Yeah, so
Yeah, unatoka 5 unafika CBD 8.
8.
Yo.
Na jioni natoka CBD za ngapi?
So lazima utoke 5 lakini unaweza fika home depending on traffic 9 10 so hata huoni jua Rongai. So it's what keeps me grounded is that the way she raised me to do good. Yeah, just fanya tu vile unaweza fanyia sister yako ama brother yako. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to amplify in what I do.
You know, I have a suggestion, but I don't know whether Brayoooo will. I don't know whether this tokenizes him, but I think he'd be really great at, for example, a birthday party for kids. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Ningekuongelesha on the side, because you know I might say things like this out of you. Being able to just be a guest person,
Right.
because I think also talking to kids when they're young, your whole you look like an Avenger, like already kids are
They'll
excited.
resonate.
When there's a resonate, the messaging that you have, and even just commercial or corporate events, I feel like it's something that could be part of how you continue to spread the word, because it's like a ministry.
Yes.
He's teaching safety, what is he? What else? Community. He's teaching how to give back to each other. So, nakwe. Now ukianza unisho.
Lazima.
Okay, we have a caller.
Yeah.
Okay, Sydney. Ama? Aho.
Sydney from the Degua. Sydney, good morning. Is he on the line? Sydney?
It's like he's dropped.
Okay. It's like I'm a drop. You had asked a question about the cost of all the gear.
Yes.
So there was
Yep.
how much? 2,500 for
No, 5,000.
5,000 for driving
2,500
for riding
is his
license.
proposal. Yeah.
For riding license, and then
So safety gear, the most expensive one for a good helmet is like there's the DOT certified helmets, the ones that they reduce impact significantly. So those ones zinaanzia kutoka 15K and above. Alafu kuna obviously chest guards, gloves, they need to be leather.
Obviously chest guard ni nini?
Oh, yeah, chest guard ni to prevent upepo. You're the body, as you say.
Yes.
So I wear body armor inside, even inside of my jacket. I have body armor, elbow pads. So just to reduce the crash. Anything that is avoidable, come on, you can do it. Just try. Because gloves, head ndo ya kwanza, and then in an accident you tend to kujishikilia. So and obviously the road is rough.
Yes.
So it's like literally sandpaper on your hands. It won't end well for you. So I advocate, gloves are like leather gloves, 75K also. Knee pads to protect your knees, those ones are like 7K. And then me, I wear these boots, kabisa, because I was in an accident. I actually broke my toe. So I advocate for boots because of rocks. And then you're literally outside, a bike. So the boots are like 15K as well.
So tuko 27 plus 15, that is 42. 42 already. Hata tukuwa tumeongeza nini? Chest guard, all the chest gear. So 50 and above.
Yeah, 50
quite pricey.
It's quite pricey.
Now I'm thinking that should be the standard of safety for everybody on the road. I'm trying to figure out
we
a
have
way
Sydney
to make
back
it affordable.
on the line.
All right.
Sydney from Dindegwa is now on the line. Sydney, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for calling in. You've got a question or comment for Brayoooo. Kwanza mgote.
Brayoooo.
Oh yeah. Mambo bro.
That 50 measure is one thing that everyone, every rider should embrace. Hiyo naweza achia tu hapo. Because there's a moment where riding depends on whether you're riding a bike or a bicycle. Na kuna moments, riding a bike and that you gave wazungu energy nini yani you want to unataka kufika hiyo place unataka kwenda. Umejituma, umefika, hii ni fiti, napenda vibe yako. But pia kuna biker, kuna vile tunataka energy ya bikers, cyclists na riders in a way that embraces I don't know how to put it, but I think once you're on the road with the bike and you know your safety, unajua ni wapi unafaa kuenda. Big up, bro.
Big up, bro. Asante sana. Shukran.
There's a couple of comments on YouTube as well. What Brayoooo is doing is what is supposed to be the job of the National Police Service. They should get lessons from him. Kudos, Brayoooo. Is it the job of the National Police Service? No, but definitely the transport, NTSA, the National Transport and Safety Authority, as the name suggests, National Transport and Safety Authority, definitely should be doing campaigns of this sort.
Yes.
Brayoooo for Minister of Transport and Road Safety, nice work. Khalid says road safety is a big up. Moses Gayo, Brayoooo, you're doing a great job for this nation. Kudos. What do you do for a living? Umesha Jibu. Again, Munen Njeru says, big up, good job. Still Mike the One says, you should be made the safety ambassador for riders in Kenya. Bramwell says, Brayoooo's dress code is just like those Daft Punk guys.
Yes, Daft Punk.
Yes, indeed.
The band that even till today, we don't know what they look like. Maybe somebody else. But yeah, for people who didn't know Daft Punk or musical, how do you describe them?
They're a band.
They're a band.
Ish. Yeah.
They're a band-ish. But yes, just like Brayoooo, interviews, everything, they had on their helmets and had a lot of big hits.
There's that question on the kind of safety campaigns we could be doing. Brayoooo, when you think about a nationwide proper road safety campaign that encompasses everyone, but maybe even if we just choose to focus on bikers, how exactly do you think that should be carried out? How do we pull that off in a way that doesn't sound condescending, like mwanaume kamkutufunza kazi?
We need to go stage by stage. Stages are more organized than you think. There's a leader, there's somebody who coordinates, who's nani anabeba sahi. So, for example, there's one of my friends, anaitwa Captain. I've seen him, he has commented at Papo Ivo. Stage yake literally kwa hapa tao, hapa nyuma tu. So he has advocated for helmets. We have been with him on the videos as well. So something, if you go stage by stage, educating, not educating, re-educating, because wanajua, they know that they need to wear helmets, they know that they need to follow traffic, just re-educating in a different way that ikaini kama ukikosa kufanya hii utashikwa, like it's more for them than for ile utashikwa ama utapatiwa fine. Then unaambia ukifika home no kuna chance ya kurudi kutafuta kesho. Okay. And then I think that message
I like that, especially that using the already existing organization of boda riders, because you're right, kila stage ikona wanajuana. Yes. Okona mkubwa wao sometimes. There's a line or a system, so why not tap into that?
That's true. A system that already exists. I think before we let you go, there's another video that you feel is important for us to run.
Yeah, about the police. I don't know whether Jackson you have that one ready. Your relationship with the cops.
Yes.
Karawa wamekutambua ama hawajatambua? Yeah. Do they know you?
They just know Bike Nairobi.
Yes.
Because that's how we meet on the road. Yeah. Alafu tunaishi nao kwa barabara, so you might as well be nice to them. Yeah. And then they actually they do a lot in dismantle traffic because cages are disorganized and bikers are disorganized. There's a mix in traffic. Come on, I would say, for example, pale Kwea, ukienda headed to Bomas. People coming from the university, wengine wanatoka Rongai, so unapata tu somebody just gets in. So like this traffic officer, for example, that is there is one of my friends. Yeye ufanya kazi fiti ku disorganize your traffic. So mi usalimia saa zingine
kudisorganize ama kuorganize.
Kuorganize your traffic pole.
Ako pale Bomas.
Ako pale Bomas. So mi wasalimia tu pale hivyo. This one is a biker, the one with the helmet.
Yes.
So we relate more on bikes than because under that karao pia ni msee. So huyo ni biker, huyu mwenye ako hapo hivyo. So I got a new bike, so alikuwa hey bro, hii nataka kujaribu. So we relate on those levels. Na pia mimi najaribu kuwa as friendly as possible.
Mnajuana vizuri. As you conclude, talk to the passengers of motorbikes.
Yeah.
Because hatupendi kuvaa helmet.
Okay. So if you're going to use a pikipiki, boda, if you are in a position, because most of you maybe passenger anaweza kuwa in a position kama unaenda job, you're using it asubuhi na jioni, I would recommend getting your own helmet. Unaiweka kwa ofisi hapo hivyo, and then jioni unaitumia. And then because just as the rider pia uko kwa hiyo bike, so you also need that helmet. So make it a point of CA mwenyewe ndo atashi, because that's another thing. Unajua passengers is not like, I don't think watafuatiliwa sana kuvaa helmet more than the bike akishikwa na karao. But it's for their own safety. Yeah. So carry a helmet. If not a helmet, least you can do is wear a reflector and uweze kuonekana kutoka nyuma.
Brayoooo, thank you very much. Yeah. Duke of Alego says, Brayoooo, Oyaaa for the culture.
Oyaaa.
Nice one. Brayoooo, the Nairobi biker, has been our guest talking about safety on our roads and what he does. Is the one person. Watu Rongai lakini, watu wazuri.
Sana.
Sana. No, tunawaona. We see you guys. We appreciate you.
Kuna beef to konana kuna you mentioned that my bike is a boda. So you need to apologize to my
Tajuaji. Mintajuaji.
Waambie hapa.
Brayoooo baby afanye kazi ya boda. Okay, sawa. So bike ya Brayoooo si boda, bike ya Brayoooo ni ingine ya nguvu sana.
Sawa, that's it.
Thank you very much. Coming up in the next hour, we hear tales from a forensic doctor. Doctor?
Kizi Shako.
Yes. Thank you very much. Keep it here. It's coming up to 8 a.m.